So are there skills you can learn that will increase your confidence and how confident you appear in the world? I'm here with Co-Creation from cocreation.com, K-O-E, creation.com, and you teach confidence skills. I'm Cathy Bertoli from theintimacydojo.com, and I can't wait to hear. Tell us, please, because I work a lot with people that are really shy, and I have a big shot, like a lot of shyness. So, like, I'm very intrigued. Please tell us.
Of course. Thank you for opening the space for me to do so. So I have a really big background in physicality, movement, character development, from acting and modeling background that now I get to use to help educate people on how to feel more present in themselves and create the character of who they actually want to live out being in the world.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about posture. Mm-hmm. If I am sort of closed off, hurting my neck from keeping it down low, hunching my shoulders forward, it doesn't really show that I am grounded and present in my actual frame.
It's almost like you're making yourself small to not be noticed or to be safe.
Precisely. Which makes a lot of sense with the amount of like judgment or attention that can come your way when you are walking around with presence in the world. So these are just like some tools that you can pull out when you're trying to get that embodied feeling of confidence, because confidence is actually a skill that we can work on. It's not just a blessing that is bestowed upon some and not others.
Wonderful. I'm excited about this.
Okay. So you have bones and
hopefully,
and they stack upon one another. And so when we actually stack our bones in a way that supports them, it takes much less effort than we think to stand proud. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and feel your bones in your seat that you're sitting on. They're called your sit bones. And just sort of give them a little bit of space.
You don't have to keep your butt clenched all the time.
Precisely. That allows your back to relax and allows your spine to sort of lengthen and straighten with just easing into those sit bones, right? And then what we do is you can think about it a couple of ways. You can think about a little string being pulled in your chest forward, which releases your shoulders. You can also think about bringing your shoulder blades sort of down and back towards your spine. I just noticed I'm wearing a skeleton t-shirt. That was not planned.
Very good.
Right? So you bring your shoulder blades sort of down and back, which opens up a lot of this chest clavicle area. And then one of the biggest tips that I have is to actually raise your chin just a little bit. You can also do this by sort of pushing on it and giving yourself a little bit of a double chin. It's okay. Everybody's got one if they try hard enough. And what that does is, instead of hunching forward in this sort of way, which is closing off this whole throat area, what you're doing is opening yourself. You are being able to raise your head, and you're also allowing like all of this wonderful freedom in the back of your neck and a lot of that tension to release. So how does this all come together to look like confidence? Well, as you said, Cathy, when we're hunching in and protecting our space, it is very much, don't look at me. I'm not here to be seen. I might disappear. When we're able to open ourselves, it's actually showing off all of these wonderfully vulnerable spaces on the human body, right? And it's sort of like that primitive brain.
I must protect the jugular.
Right. So what you're saying to the rest of the world is, I am confident that I know how to move through this world, how to take care of myself in a way that you're not going to rip out my throat.
Yeah.
I got this. And it's kind of like when a cat or a dog shows you their belly. Like, it's not necessarily an act of submission all the time. It's an act of vulnerability as well. And that vulnerability is saying, I'm showing you this space. And that act of vulnerability shows strength in its own way. So, give your sit bones some room. Let your chest be open and expansive. Let yourself breathe deeply into that belly, into that back, into that chest, and show the world your jugular. See what happens.
Yeah, and there's a really beautiful feedback loop. A lot of people feel like they have to get their brain straight before they can exude confidence. But our brains will actually take cues from our bodies too. So when you put your body in that position, you're telling your brain that you're actually safe. There's a feedback loop. So you can help change your thought process by changing your body. So try it out. Let us know what you think and what you experience.
Please do. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing how these tips and these conversation topics have affected you. So please leave messages in the comments, contact either of us,
Yep.
and we'll probably come back and talk about it some more.
Thanks, Co. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here, and there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.